Good afternoon. Hopefully this will fucking work, because Jesus Christ, man, been nothing but frustrating setbacks and fucking problems while trying to be all fancy pants and use the camera connected to the fucking computer so I could show different multimedia and yada yada yada. So you know what, I'm deeply apologetic for I'm back, deeply apologetic for the, once again, shitty ass last one. I thought it was just buffering and that it would catch up when it caught up, but no, I rewatched it afterwards and it was absolutely terrible. And I don't know why the chat window didn't show y'all's messages, but evidently YouTube live streaming hates me, so we're just gonna do it on my phone. There we go. So much better. Cool. Can you hear me? Am I moving? Is it fucking showing my face now? Okay. God. My Jesus. Freaking. Okay. Where were we? I'm just going to go in and fuck all that other stuff because I tried to use, who here has used OBS before? OBS, open broadcasting software. Oh, it's hot. I'm mad. It's hot. Anyway, I'm trying to use my camera connected to the EOS, Bogdan, you threw me off, man. Hold on. Nathan, I was using OBS, a combination of OBS, a blue snowball microphone, and YouTube's live stream event services, and their stream key that evidently either I'm just really bad at using it or it's crap. And because I wanted to be able to show y'all videos, like pop it up here when I wanted to, and OBS gave me a way to do it with a single click, and it worked out great. But for some reason, like the last time we did this, it worked fine with Jason and I, but yeah, pretty much a potato, Nathan. Anyways, did you at least hear anything? Those of you who are on the at the last live stream, did you at least hear anything that was being said? Because I watched it back and I was like, oh God, it's like one image every 10 to 15 seconds. Okay, cool. Did you hear? Okay, cool. So anyway, BeamtUp is splitting up into 2 different channels. One of them is going to be the channel that I use to put videos on that I just plain want to do and that are not tech related. And BeamtUp Tech is going to be the technological part of what I do. Went through several iterations of, let me see if I can, because OBS decided to take a shit and be a little bitch. Yeah. Well, thank you, Eric. I really appreciate it, man. I agree, Ryan. Let's do this. I'm just going to bring up a picture of the new banner and just put it on the screen and flip the phone around and let y'all look at it, because that's seeming to be the most reliable freaking way to get this done. Oh, almost knocked over my coffee. There we go. That's what you're going to see when you go to the channel after this live stream is over, is when all these changes will start taking effect. I really wanted a more sharp angled font than this, but you know, and I talked to Ashley, my girlfriend. She went to school for marketing, and she kept on telling me to go like more subdued, more subdued, more subdued, because it'd be more digestible and yada yada. There must have been like 14 different versions of this before it ended up like this. Also, people would read, I wanted people to be able to read this and be able to pronounce it the first time correctly. Lucifer, I'm sorry, is it too loud? Let me do this. Yeah, Nathan, it's the tech. It's my phone. It's the phone looking at the screen. It makes the tech look really bright, but it's not usually like that, and it won't look like that when I put it up on the channel. But anyway, people would pronounce it BeamtUp, and obviously that's not the way I wanted people to say it. So we determined, because the video review guy from vidIQ, the channel review guy from vidIQ, when he reviewed it, he could not for the life of him pronounce this. Some people would say BeamtUp, and that's not how you do it. But the B and the U were capitalized to help people to differentiate BeamtUp, like put the emphasis on these two. But the T was too big. It was too tall. So we shrunk the T, and now there it is. However, let me see if this will work. Did y'all see the new channel trailer when I aired that on the crap show that is OBS? If you didn't, then I will show you. Da, 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 da. Good. Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm actually holding this phone on a candle. This is going to be, because, hold on. The BeamtUp Origins or BeamtUp Begins video that plays automatically when you go to the channel, evidently is supposed to be the channel trailer. I didn't know this, and that video is 3 minutes long. So he recommended that I make something that's 30 seconds or so that quickly explains what the channel's about. And this is what I came up with. So it's about 34 seconds.
Good evening, afternoon, morning. I am Taylor. I like taking stuff out of boxes. You know what this is? What? I really like technology. I love Samsung. These people! And despise Apple. Really? Hacks me the off. This is BeamtUp Tech.
That is what people will see when they come to the channel for the first time, or when they, yes, that's the channel trailer. I wanted to re-record a couple of those pieces of dialogue, and I might still, but when I tried to open it up in Adobe Premiere, the audio was kind of, so yeah, Eric, you're totally right. Especially with that particular thing that I was like shaking up and down. That was something that I was waiting on and was very, very happy about. But let me see. Oh, yeah. So, you know the channel description, right? If you go to the About, Dominic, I made that little 7-second piece of music. Now, the Bogdan, hold on, man. Hold on. Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. The hip hop music, the boom, boom, boom. That's not me. I didn't make that. But the word, like the letters are coming up on the screen, I made the music part of that. Actually, all of that. I made the whole thing from scratch, if I do say so myself. Yeah. But the About section in that channel just says, thank you, Ifzal. I really appreciate it, man. And the About section just says, my name's Taylor. I live in Dallas and I love making videos. And I will be 100% honest, that was inspired by Casey Neistat's About section, because that's pretty much all he says. And so I went to there just because as huge as he is. And I was like, okay, how does he make his description look? Does he build this long, like, story, or does he just bloop, enough said? And it was bloop, enough said. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just do it that way. But instead, where did Notepad go? I called my buddy Chris, and you guys have seen him on a few of the videos, and he's good at, he made the whole the stay beaming thing, that phrase. So I was like, man, we need to find something that's catchy, almost like a slogan, but still explains what the channel's about without saying, welcome to the best tech reviewing YouTube channel ever. I like to unbox, I like scams. You know, I didn't want to go that route. It's like so many people are doing tech channels. I'm a tech YouTuber, I'm a tech YouTuber, blah, tech. So I'm thinking, how do I make something that's kind of witty, not really witty, just like a little snappy, catchy, memorable, and not cliche, but still says what the channel's about. So we determined that a dictionary format description would be good. So we would put, I don't know where the BeamtUp thing went, but it would put BeamtUp right about that adjective, so that it's both an adjective and a state of being. And then we just put the little thing at the bottom. So it tells exactly what the channel's about. It tells people how to pronounce, like, again, here, it should have done something like this. There we go. That way, it will tell people how to say it, tell people what it's about, without straight up being literal and saying, this channel does tech, blah, 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 blah. And I'm in the process of creating the logos and stuff for the new merch, because I need to shorten the T to where it's like right in line with the top of the M, and put the little tech thing right on the nipple there. Hello, Jamie, and Ifsal, and all the other people that have been talking that I have not acknowledged. I just had to get all that out because my train of thought gets derailed rather easily, it appears. Right. Bogdan, sir, I cannot marry you. Or, I guess, I mean, it's possible, but I'm not going to. Sorry. Even now, if you became a purveyor of free Samsung phones, like if you can give me free Samsung phones, I can't marry you, but, or won't marry you, but really, I did not know that, Nichita. That's cool. Jamie, I talk to myself a lot because I get expertise advice that way. That's funny. I am hot. It's hot in here. It's all that nervous energy from trying to not put a whole lot of pauses and not say Fucking hate it when people say What's up, Sakir? Is it Sakir Vash? Sakir Vashkigalex, right? Is that right? Yes, there is nicotine in the vape. Hello, Gary. How are you doing? Oh, you wanted to see something cool? Oh, Eric, you are 100% right. I have been way harder on myself than I should be, because it's like I should be making more. I should be making more videos than I used to, just be naturally compelled to do so, but I need to just stop beating myself up about it and just do stuff that's fun. Jose, what is going on? Nichita, saw your Apple rant there. Super, super, super clean and beautiful. I was about to swap my S6 Edge for the iPhone 6, but you made me change my mind. Yay! Woo! That's my favorite. That's super special. I love it when I can influence people to not get crap like that. By the way, have any of you seen a channel called Louis Rossmann? Because oh my God, that guy, he's a component level. Yes, Dominic, I knew. I was like, yeah, okay, good. Because I'd seen some of his stuff a long time ago, and then oh, Nachita, you've got to go check him out. If you like anti-Apple stuff, if you like my stuff, then now I will say that my video style, I don't know if he hates Apple more than me, Jose, but he definitely has a much more in-depth knowledge. He does component level repair on MacBooks, and some iPhones too. Like he literally puts their stuff under a microscope and fixes it. And in the process of doing so, he's uncovered a whole lot of really, excuse me, bullshit and maddeningly unfair and crappy business practices that Apple does. And that's stuff that, I mean, I've kind of tried to show people the ways that Apple is screwing them as far as their marketing goes. He shows people how Apple is screwing them on the hardware front. Like all the people who now tell me the build quality is better, man. I want to compact the information that's in 3 of his videos and just flick it at them. And then I would love to be able to do that, because then their face would be like, whoa. Or they would just short circuit and just get mad and walk off, because that's typically how that works. Yeah, Rossmann Group is awesome. I really want to do something with him. Like I messaged him and liked several of his tweets, and I was like, bro, I want to do something with you, anything, just because he's a man after my own heart, if you will. When do I think Android P is coming for Note 8? Wolfo. Wolferese? Or Wolf? I don't know. For the Note 8? Probably, I would guess this time next year. Being generous. Always iOS versus Android balanced. Apple's Face ideas like facial recognition was induced back in. Nachita, yeah, you're right. Again, it just goes back to them coming up with. Oh, Sakura, I'm sorry, man. I missed your goodbye, but thank you very much. I'm really glad you came on and watched. It's just another example of Apple finding things that are pre-existing and then remarketing them, because they know that the general masses as a whole, not individuals, are gullible enough to absorb it and believe it. Eric has an interesting question about the notches. Hey, what's up, The Legend? How's it doing? How's it going, man? A very interesting question about the notches, because I feel terrible for this, but I like the way the notch looks. At first I was like, it's dumb, it's stupid, but I don't know why, and I don't like that I like it, but I can't help it. Now, yeah, there's my confession. My opinion of Apple has not changed at all. What's up, Dig It? How's it going, man? Nathan, about Android P. Yeah, the live stream was terrible. You know, we'll get to Android P gestures in a minute. I actually haven't looked at anything concerning Android P. I've been meaning to, but there's just been a whole lot of other stuff that has come up. So I haven't seen the Google keynote, and I really actually need to make a video about that too. Now the buffering, just dig it. I can't really help, because this has been the most reliable thing. All right, Ifsal, thank you very much for watching. I'm glad you were here. Have a great day. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the notch. I think I don't know. At first, because it was on the new iPhone, because it was on an Apple product, I fucking hated it. But if I see it on like LG, for example, they put it in theirs. Or like somebody else was saying, the Essential phone. Beautiful phone. Freaking gorgeous phone. And it was released before the iPhone 10 was. For the record. Sorry, I'm reading comments as I go. Dominic, yes, it does bring a new look to phones. And really, it kind of needed it. Because, well, I won't say they needed the notch. I will say that cell phones like the regular, where'd my phone's, God, the regular rectangular slab can only get so diverse and can only, yeah. Nachita, would I have bought Apple products if Steve Jobs was alive by now? No, would not have. Not at all. I hated Apple before Jobs died. Still would not. Although I have to wonder if he would have realized the value of, no, actually, no, given what I know about him, or just like the information that's available about him, I really don't think that he would have all of a sudden had this change of heart and been like, oh, we need to be open source like everybody else. No, it was his idea to have all the closed stuff in the first place. It wouldn't have, no, no freaking way. If I had a phone that was a notch and there's a software feature that could hide it, like on the P20 Pro, then I'd use it. Well, see, there you go. And you can either, I don't know. I think maybe it's because phones with a notch have, and otherwise near bezel-less displays, all four corners have screen all the way in them because all the sensors can be put into the middle. So maybe it's that four corners of almost bezel-less displays that's more appealing to the eye. I don't know, but I like the Essential phone, for example. I really, really like the way it looks. I think it's a beautiful phone. And in the iPhone 10, if it wasn't made by Apple, and like say if any any other brand had made it, then yeah, okay. And it wouldn't even have had to have the same features. Like it doesn't even need, oh, hold on. It didn't even need, whoa, focus. Didn't even need to have facial ID or no headphone jack or blah, blah, blah. The form factor and the form factor, including the notch, internals need to be different, obviously, but externals, I like the way it looks. God, I hate saying that. It makes me sad. It makes me mad. I don't want to like it, but it's cool. That's okay, Eric. No worries. Oh, Jamie, was there really? Somebody asked me, oh, there's so many good questions. Hang on. If I had I can see what benefits not some big thing. Ralph, about Talos of Tech. I know that he changed his channel trailer to a video that he made, but put the music to the I almost said new, God forbid, music to the red iPhone commercial. Y'all have seen it? Where he goes, oh, you're bad enough to me. Like, y'all have seen it. I'm almost positive. I have. I don't even watch like cable TV. But he made a video with that music, and I just think it's, I mean, I don't know. I know, or I'm of the opinion that I have better camera presence than he does. But I'm of the opinion that I have better camera presence than a lot of people that I've seen. Not a lot of YouTubers. Actually, a lot of YouTubers too. I'll say it this way. Maybe not better, but I like how I do it better. Anyway. Did you see the black button bug that causes... Yes, Tommy, about the black button bug. Again, I wish I could add that to the iOS hates words video, just because iOS has a hard freaking time processing any kind of text. Not any kind of text, but just historically, it's had so much trouble processing like all the bugs. The vast majority of the bugs that have come from iOS are text-based. But anyway, there's that whole video to watch for more information about that. a minus. I'll admit a minus for Samsung glass phones with repair rate of their phones like 6 to 7, which is okay since you have to heat the back to access the other parts. Nachita, yes, but to my knowledge, I don't think Samsung tries to screw you like Apple does, or designs its phones to screw you like Apple does. Like it's been proven that Apple does if you try to fix their phones yourself. Yeah, Bogdan, iPad Pro 10.5, and those things are not cheap. Fuck, man. But yeah. There's a phone, there's new best ones coming. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Wait for a bit. Please don't ban, please. I have a note 82. No, Bogdan, I'm not going to ban you, man. I would, if everybody in this chat was using iPhones, I wouldn't. It's not the users of them, or not so much the users of them that I have a problem with. It's the company itself and their arrogance and stuff. Now, I do have a problem sometimes with fanboys that refuse to see reason. But if you have evaluated Samsung phones and evaluated iPhones and are aware now and choose the iPhone because it suits your needs better, fine. Okay, you thought for yourself, which is one of my biggest arguments. But I still have an issue with you if you choose to spend money with that company if you know how much they screw you over and think that you're dumb. 5S, it was great. We couldn't copy files to it. Couldn't. Yeah, exactly, Nichita. And just goes back again to the friggin'. Ugh. The Legend 27, you are correct. I do have Samsung boxes behind me. I didn't really even notice the Apple boxes behind the wall. Behind him, I mean. But when I said camera presence, I mean how he acts on camera. I like how I do it better. I won't say that it's better, period. But I like my way. It's not worth to upgrade to the S9 from the S8. You get a better camera, you get a more powerful processor, you get the AR kit, augmented reality, which is rising in popularity. More and more people are starting to use that. You get the super slow-mo. You also get the stereo speakers. I mean, I would upgrade from the S8 to the S9. No, Eric, Apple can't do words well. Oh, Jamie, thank you for sending me the image to that phone. What does the stream title mean? Just dig it. It means that BeamtUp is splitting into 2 different channels. One's going to be BeamtUp Tech, and the other one's going to be just BeamtUp, like this one is. All the non-tech videos from this channel that we're on right now are going to move to the new BeamtUp channel, and this one that we're watching and doing this thing on is going to change to BeamtUp Tech. And if you did not see the picture or the new banner, I will show that again because there's more people watching now. That's the whole reason why I did this. I didn't really intend for it to be an hour-long stream, but why not? I'm off work. Let's go for it. Oops, that's the wrong one. The new channel art is going to look like this. Oh no. Okay, okay, cool. The new channel art is going to look like this. Now, the tech looks a little bit washed out, but that's because I'm looking at it on a computer monitor. When it pops up on the channel later today, it will look better. Hold on, I'm reading. I'm trying to see if... Oh, I missed stuff. Oh, there we go. Cool, I'm almost done. Parallel a little hard. Saying if you put in practice, it's going to happen. Yeah, just dig it. The tech-related videos and live streams and stuff like this one are going to continue, and nothing's going to change. The channel that y'all are subscribed to right now that is called BeamtUp with a lowercase u, the name is going to change, but you won't get unsubscribed or anything. It'll just, the name will change and the banner will change and the intro outro videos will change too. Matter of fact, here, computer, turn off studio lighting.
Okay.
The new intro outro video, you know, the little 7-second video that plays at the beginning of all of them, that needs to be updated too. And here is the new version of that. It hasn't changed too terribly much, but it is different. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's what is going to be shown now instead of the old one. I'm readjusting the legs of the tripod. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Nice. Wolfo, I did not see the new Google Assistant. I didn't know that they made a new Google Assistant. Computer, turn on studio lighting. Computer, turn on studio lighting. There we go.
Okay.
Okay. What I recommend as an upgrade from the S6 Edge, that depends on, Nachita, do you want a bigger phone? Just wish Samsung made the screen bigger than 10 inches. For the tablets, Donovan, that'd be awesome. I really wish they would do that too, now that I think about it. It's like family members, just political opinions. We just love them anyway. Right, Eric. Samsung Tab S3 better than the iPad Pro. Ralph, that's really hard to say because the iPad Pro has, well, here we go. Here's a few reasons why the Tab S3 is not better than the iPad Pro. Tab S3 has, wait, what did I just say? Why the Tab S3 is better than the iPad Pro. AMOLED display, first of all, instead of LCD. Actually, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't keep up with the iPad information, so the iPad Pro may have an AMOLED screen or an OLED screen, but I seriously doubt it. And number two, it comes with the stylus instead of you having to spend an additional $100 to get it. And that stylus is powered by the screen itself instead of powered by batteries that you have to charge by plugging the end of this pencil length thing into the bottom of a 10-inch iPad. That's just going to get broken, man. I don't care. What do you have to say? What phone am I looking forward to the most? Warren, that's going to be, I really want to see the Note 9. Like, I'm super excited for the Note 9. You're welcome for the explanation, just dig it. We'll do another tactics, but Tab S3 had SD820, and I wanted to have an iOS device too. Yeah, I mean, if you got an iPad for cheap logged in, then more power to you. Yes, BeamtUp Tech merch is coming soon. I'm just having a hard time creating vectorized images of the new logo and all that stuff, but I'll fix it and I'll make it a thing, and then that'll be available on BeamtUp.com in the shop for those of you who haven't been there yet. Oh, what? Tommy James. Google's is finally making their messaging app have red receipt with OEMs and carriers that are going to support it pretty soon. iOS users will get taste their own medicine, become the green bubble. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Yeah, Jamie, I wondered about that too, but then there's other complications with, yeah. The website that I made it on is called Panzoid, and I made all the 3D stuff from scratch, but I wish you could individualize effects to different letters or different areas, but you can't. Oh, Tyler, well, I actually just answered your question inadvertently. I made it on panzoid.com. Totally from scratch. The Google Assistant phone calls. No, I didn't just dig it, but you know what? I need to look at this. I got a lot of stuff to do today. There's switching everything over, which really needs to be first priority, and then probably making a couple of videos in reaction to Android P, because evidently they had this big old keynote. Austin, sum up Apple in one word. Totalitarian. Might leave Samsung for the next phone. I, too, have been tempted to leave Samsung for the Essential phone. Like, I love the way it looks, man. I can't help it. It's beautiful. That phone is freaking gorgeous. And that's the one that my girlfriend wants to get too, actually. She has an iPhone. I keep on wanting to say 5, an iPhone SE. She doesn't like it. And the GPS is failing and yada, yada, yada. What do I think of OnePlus? I don't know a whole lot about it. I just... I don't know a whole lot about it. So I don't really have an opinion, at least not a respectable one, because anything I'd say would be based off of what little information I know or skepticism. Speculation, excuse me. Yeah, I do agree, Tyler, that they should make new tablets. Bogdan, I am indeed straight. Lucifer, Jason's at work, I think. Warren, the moving, packing, I would say. Because once everything's packed, it's just a question of picking it up, putting it somewhere, going someplace else, and picking it up and putting it back down. But the packing part, at least for me, because I've got a whole bunch of little shit, all the little nitpicky stuff that you just kind of put in drawers or put away this way, and then when you're moving, you have to put everything, like all your dirty laundry gets aired, and then you're like, fuck, man, what do I do with all this little stuff? Surface Pro all the freaking way, Albert. Wolfo, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Samsung is... Actually, I still haven't fully unpacked. You guys want to see what my room looks like? This is what my room looks like. It's still not fully unpacked, but just because... Ow! Fuck! Ow! That wasn't very comfortable at all. But yeah, after I got here and got all settled in and stuff, I just, with the job and with all the time that I know I need to be devoting to this, I just haven't done it. Need to. I'll do it piece by piece here and there. I'm almost out of coffee. And we're almost done here too. Probably more excited about the red receipts than I should be. I just want iOS users to become the great. Me friggin' too, Johnny. God. Because that way when they say, oh, yeah, but Android, you can't see the red receipts, blah, blah, blah. And I need to know if it's been read or not. Because, oh my God, like I can't stand when I text him and he reads it and then he doesn't reply. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? But I have a Note 8 right now. Ralph. Oh, Austin. Oh, thanks, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Yay. That was super nice. Thank you, Austin. I was an iPhone user once too, back in like 2010, 2011. In like 2009 and 10, I actually remember writing down that touchscreen phones ain't got nothing on Apple. And really, they didn't, to a large extent, back then. Yeah, iPhones used to be awesome. They used to do things that a lot of other phones can't, but the tables have long been turned. Hot, 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 hot. Oh, who here likes Doctor Who? Because if you didn't notice, you see that little thing? Hold on. I've got it here somewhere. Where did it go? Hold on. I'll find it. Okay, so I went looking for, this is totally off topic, but I went looking for the 10th Doctor's screwdriver. It was blue and smaller. But turns out the BBC stopped making them because they weren't making any money off of them. So nobody has them. They're impossible to find. So I was like, I'll just get the 12th Doctor's one. And the difference between this is a universal remote control too, so I can go into work and turn off all the TVs, but this one actually flicks open, unlike the first version. I won't go too far into that because not everybody here is a Doctor Who fan, but it's just something I was incredibly excited about. Apple sticks to their old ways while other OEMs do way more than they steal those days. And actually, tell me, my point exactly. Oh my God, Jamie, you have the 10th Doctor's, is it the remote control, like the universal remote control? 10th Doctor's, what? I'll get back to you in a second. Yes, Tommy, that's a really good summary of one of my biggest beefs with Apple is that they hide back in the shadows. And then they wait until they wait for other companies to take risks that they're not willing to take. And yeah, I'm totally fanboying Eric. They wait for other companies to take risks that they're not willing to take. And then when they see the things that the other companies succeed with, the ideas that have succeeded, the note, then they're like, oh, we'll pick this one and this one. And this one, okay. Look, we made it, everybody! No, they are riding on the success of other people's risks, and I think that's a bullshit way to have gotten where they are. I don't like that at all. Which voice? Are you talking about the Apple one? Where I'm talking like people who don't ever want to see those green bubbles in their messages? Minion. Do I have a... Oh, guys, by the way, I'm at 15% battery, so the stream's going to end soon. Do I have a Minion voice? Bottom. No. Banana! Like, I don't know. I haven't tried to do the Minion one. Is it this one? Would I sort of sound like Stewie? Hey, what's up, Sin Brian? How you doing, man? I'm really glad y'all came and joined. This has been good. Y'all have kept me company. And made me feel like I'm actually doing something productive towards BeamtUp, because I haven't been on it that well recently. Lucifer, I believe it. People are going to come in and be like, oh my God, wireless charging. Oh, come look at this. Come look. This is so awesome. Like, check it out. Look, I'll just go and just like set it on there and it charges. Oh my God. Like, I promise you, people have gone into Apple stores and reacted that way. It's like, wake up. Goddamn. The douche flute lives. I was at a bar once and this girl called it a douche flute, and I had never heard that term before. It was funny. It made me laugh. What would it take for me to like Apple? Le dog. I'm trying to build the list in my mind because it's not just one thing. They would have to start trying to educate their customers instead of just plowing through or harvesting the ignorance of them. They would have to start standing behind their what is now a false sense of quality and actually make quality stuff. And if you have issues with me saying that they don't make quality stuff, go check out Louis Rossman's channel, because that will indicate to you that really not as good. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's not as good as it should be given how much they're charging for it. Number 3, give people way more choice. And that could go into like a ton of different like little subcategories, but just give people more choices. Like have it work out of the box, but even if they have to go digging for it, give them more choices. Number 3, hey Stuart, what's up, man? Number 4, SD cards. Number 5, headphone jack. Number 6, 2K resolution. Number 7, a pro mode on their camera. Number 8, refundable app store purchases. Number 9, not forcing you to give them a way to charge you money just to use one of their devices. Number 10, showing how many times an app has been downloaded. And if they already do, then my bad. I don't have any more fingers. I'm gonna have to start using toes now. But that's a short, that's a brief list. Yeah, number 11, lower its price or make it worth that cost. It's just not. Now, one could say, and several people have said in the comments that, well, the Note 8 is $960. And it is. But it can do more things than another phone that's more expensive. No. Like, if I had a choice between the iPhone 10 and the Note 8, two phones that are very, very almost identical in price, but still this one's cheaper. And this one, I would go with the Note 8 because it can do more for almost the same amount of money and technically less money. Who asked me? Oh, Jamie, I saw your message, but I would lose my shit if BBC came and filmed anywhere close to me. I'd be like, it would be amazingly awesome. Any thoughts about the efforts of Huawei's flagships? Send Brian. No, because I haven't kept up with it that much. I probably need to. Stuart, you asked what you missed. I'm going to show you again. Stuart, I'm going to split the channel into 2 sections, or split this channel into 2 channels. One of them is going to be just the channel that I put non-tech related videos up about, videos that I just feel like making that are fun for me and I just like it, vlogs and stuff like that. And the other one, which is this one, I'm going to change the name to BeamtUp Tech. I know it's not my first choice of names, but that's really the only one that made sense and the one that's the most search engine optimizable and yada yada yada. That's going to have all the tech related videos and all that other stuff. There's a link for where all the non-tech videos are going to go in the description, so if you want to see them, they'll be there. Oh, and the new intro outro is here. Spent like 5 or 6 hours optimizing and changing that thing. Ugh. Huawei P20 Pro, Le Dog, I don't know a whole lot about it. So I'm going to refrain on commenting until I learn more. Hello, Rafi. Glad you're here. Ryan, no Streamlabs. What's Streamlabs? Thank you, Stuart. There's also other stuff that's going to be changed and altered and stuff, and all that's going to take place after the live stream ends. Speaking of which, we're at 49 minutes. I'm very excited for 5G, Stuart, or Eric, sorry. But it is time for me to get. Oh, Rob Prester. I too am in Texas, the DFW area. So, howdy. It is about Lucifer. If I am Le Dog, yes, I will keep the vid up after the stream is gone. I demonetized it because the first stream I tried to do, it was a terrible disaster. I'm probably just going to delete that one and just use the one that this one's on. And then y'all will see a whole lot of changes happen real quick on the channel. All the non-tech videos are going to go bye-bye. The banner's going to change. The intro is going to change. The channel description is going to change. But the videos will still be there. And I'll still keep doing my thing on both of them. But now when people ask me, oh, what do you do videos about? Or, well, what's your YouTube about? Before, I didn't really have an answer. I was like, well, it's like, now I will be like, I have two. There's tech, and then there's stuff I just enjoy doing. Okay, Jamie. I have a replica of the 10th Doctor's screwdriver, but so it's okay about your screwdriver. No worries, man. But I really, really appreciate the offer. That's super nice of you. Guys, I'm going to go and start making those changes. Thank you all for watching and for coming back after the first failed live stream. I don't know if they're going to expand that expand the Austin, but we will find out. But until then, stay